Usually when you compromise a system, you want to be able to come back to that system. You don't usually just compromise once and then you're done. You usually want to be able to come back. But once you compromise something, it took some effort, you might have destabilized something, you've done a buffer overflow, you've done this or that. You don't want to have to go through all that trouble just to get back to that system. So instead, install a backdoor. Now, a backdoor can include a couple of things. One, you could just simply create a user account who's a local admin, and assuming nobody notices, you can go and just log in either locally or remotely to that system. That would be one way. Another way, if you don't want to be creating accounts, is you could install like a backdoor tool, a Trojan, and it could open up a port, and it could be sitting there way in the back listening for you to make a connection. So that's what we do so that we can keep on coming back to this thing. So remote access Trojans and backdoors. A remote access Trojan, or RAT, is a malware program. It includes a backdoor for administrative control over your target. RATs are usually downloaded invisibly. And usually it's done because we social engineered somebody into downloading a game or opening a malicious email attachment. If you design the RAT to look like a normal administrative remote access tool, then it's hard to tell that it is malicious in intent. The RAT then means that this server, which is listening on 80, 445, 443, 25, 23, 21, all the normal things, it's also listening on 6, 7, 8, 9. And since Microsoft has its services open secondary ports, you might never notice. These RATs, these listening ports, allow the attacker to connect later at any time. So you have put a listener on a victim that opens a port for you to connect to. Or you could have the RAT make a connection back to you, not open a port, but start a connection to you as if it's the client, to you, the hacker, coming out past the firewall. Now, of course, you, the hacker, had better set up a listener waiting for it. And then this reverse connection could come out just on a regular schedule or at certain times, and then accept some commands from you and then shut down, and then it'll come back later. So these are ways to do RATs and backdoors. There are a ton of RAT and backdoor tools. Metasploit, Sacula, KJ Worm, Havix, Agent BTZ, or old ones like Sub7, NetBus. Here's a fun one, ProRat, right here. Now, these GUI-based tools, you can see that you have a port, you're connecting to a target, and then you can do stuff to them. You can do stuff to them, including key logging, changing the registry, looking for files, managing files, FTPing, sending them messages, looking at their browser, opening their browser, dumping the contents of their clipboard, running services. So this is just an example right here. So you're going to use those RATs and backdoors to maintain your system access.